What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another Roseville International Airport update for you guys, and this will be for the months of September 2024. Super excited to once again get back into another KRVL Airport update, this time for the months of September, and we have just entered Q4 2024, and let's see how air travel is like during the start of the fall season. So, we got a bunch of as per usual, you know what I'm going to be doing with these airport updates. So, yeah, super excited to get into this month's airport update, and we got some very interesting movements right here in KRVL. So with that being said, not gonna waste further time, and we're just gonna get started with our first aircraft. We're gonna begin this update with Gay Alpha 1 with a rather unique aircraft to feature in this airport update. Now, I have not featured this aircraft in a while, but glad to feature this in this month's airport update. So right here we have a United Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, and this aircraft had just arrived from Washington Dulles International Airport, or KIAD. She landed here in Roseville at around 12:18 p.m., which is 1 hour and 35 minutes behind a 10:43 a.m. scheduled arrival time. And yeah, really cool to see a 787-9. Usually, United would send their 787-9s to international destinations, but these 789 domestic flights are kind of uncommon for United Airlines. But really cool to see one to see a United 789 from SFO from Washington Dulles. And yeah, this was back in August, but yeah, I do want to feature this aircraft in this month's airport update. And with this delay, it ended up having a domino effect. So this aircraft ended up departing at 2:18 p.m., which is 1 hour and 6 minutes behind a 1:10 p.m. arrival time, or not arrival, 1:10 p.m. departure time. So while the delays are quite unfortunate, but it's still glad, the delays are quite unfortunate, yes, but it's glad to see a United 789 domestic flight. So I think that, once again, that's kind of rare or uncommon for United Airlines to do some 789 domestic flights from San Francisco, so really glad to feature it right here. Next up at Gate Alpha 2, if I could try to maneuver myself, so let me just position. Not sure if you can see it, but right here, we have a United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is in the Being United/United Together livery, or just sticker. Not sure if you'll call this a livery or sticker, but yeah, it's more of a sticker. Anyways, she had just arrived from Philadelphia International Airport in Pennsylvania, and she arrived here in Roseville at 8:44 p.m. So really interesting that United Airlines has sent this aircraft this aircraft arrived from Philadelphia. Quite an obscure United route for KRVL, and she departed Roseville and headed to San Diego. Well, she departed Roseville and is heading to San Diego. And yeah, she departed at 10:34 p.m. So really nice to feature this United MAX 8 in this special livery. I think it really has been a while. I'm not sure when was the last time I featured this aircraft, but yeah, it's been a long time. But NG Malls did announce this aircraft in their September releases, so I might be able to get that model from NG in replacement of that one. So trying to use this model to the best of my potential, or just the best I can, before I swap this with the NG Malls version. We have an NT gate, but there's an aircraft arriving, but I'll go over this gate first. Gate Gate Alpha 4, with this United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. Okay, can I try making sure that trying to position myself somewhere. But right here we have this United 737-900ER in the Evo Blue livery, and she had just arrived from Houston IAH George Bush Intercontinental Airport at 11:49 a.m. I think that's what it says, so 11:49 a.m. And she'll be making the returning flight to IAH at around 1:29 p.m. after the bags get loaded and all the passengers board. So really cool to feature this aircraft, and yeah, the United route from IAH is still going strong for SMF, and yeah, really cool to feature this aircraft once again. And yeah, no need to explain other than that. And over here we have this United 737 MAX 9 in the Continental Globe livery. She's going to be taking Gate Alpha 3, and she had just arrived from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, and she arrived here in Roseville at 9 o'clock a.m. So really cool to feature this aircraft. Of course, not sure when I'm going to be featuring the Evo Blue, but hopefully in a future update after I get Mass Unboxing 13 done. But other than that, it's really cool to see this aircraft here in KRVL. And yeah, once again, this is the NG Malls version, so I'm really glad to have this model for my collection. Next up here at Gate Alpha 5, we have this United Airlines Boeing 757-300 in the Evo Blue livery, and she had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare International Airport. She arrived here in Roseville at 5:57 p.m., so close to the 6 o'clock hour. And after getting the passengers loaded, she'll be making the turnaround flight to O'Hare, and she departed out of Roseville at around 11:05 p.m. in the evening. So, yeah, I think I mentioned about this, but they would sometimes use the A321 Neos on that flight, and maybe sometimes the 752. But it's really cool to see this United 757-300 still in the market for the O'Hare route. Oh, I forgot to mention the 777 also uses this route too. But really interesting to see a 753 here. And yeah, really cool. I think as passenger numbers increase during the winter season, they're gonna have to come up with an aircraft that can have a bigger has more passenger seating. So the 753 will do. But I think during the morning hours they would use the A321 Neo. So really cool right there. And yeah, that's how the routing system works, how airplanes work in airports in general. But on that, here's the 753. Once again, she arrived from O'Hare. We currently have an empty gate at gate Alpha 6. And here at gate Alpha 7, we do have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. And she had just arrived from Salt Lake City International Airport, and she landed here in Roseville at 9:45 a.m. And soon she'll be making the returning flight to Salt Lake City KSLC after getting the passengers boarded. Well, currently right now, they're about to disconnect the jet bridge, and the fuel truck will soon leave after all these vehicles leaves also. Well, stop, of course. And yeah, she departed out of Roseville for SLC at 10:17 a.m. So yeah, once again, this model looks very nice, and I think NG Models did a really fantastic job on it. This aircraft features split scimitars, and yeah, really nice to feature a Delta 738 in the regular Delta Airlines upward and onward livery. So, really nice feature for my Delta Airlines fleet right there. And over here at Gate Alpha 8, we have this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-300. Excuse me. So, yeah, this is the Delta Airlines 757-300, and she had just arrived from Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, and she landed here in Roseville at 9:50 a.m. So, quite interesting that a 757 is filling, using this what am I saying? So it's really interesting that Delta Airlines is using this 753 for that ATL route. Normally, during the morning, it'll be a 739, but sometimes, once again, if passenger demand increases, or just passenger numbers increases during the winter season, then they're gonna have to use this aircraft more often. So once again, this 757-300 I just arrived from Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson, and she's actually gonna be returning, well, not really exactly returning to ATL, but rather fly to a different destination. She's gonna be heading out to DTW Airport, and she departed out of Roseville close to 12 o'clock p.m., or in this case, 11:59 a.m. We have two empty gates here at Gate Alpha 9 and Gate Alpha 10, but what we have at Gate Alpha 11 is this Air Canada Airbus A220-300, and of course she had just arrived from Toronto Pearson International Airport, and she arrived in Roseville at 9:07 a.m. Not 9:07 p.m. And yeah, she's gonna be overnighting here, but apparently I guess this aircraft decides to overnight here at its gate, and she'll be returning to Toronto Pearson the next day, and she departed out of Roseville at 9:29 a.m. So no need to explain more, but it's really nice to see Air Canada working on their Canadian routes from their hubs in Toronto and of course Vancouver as well. But yeah, Air Canada is still going strong here, and yeah, I think this route will soon end because once again, this is a seasonal service, so I'm not sure if I'll see more Air Canada A220 flights from Toronto to Sacramento next month in October or November. But yeah, if I don't see any, and if that's pretty much the end of it, then yeah, I'm gonna have to put this aircraft on dormant for a couple of months before the seasonal route returns. But once again, here's this Delta A220, kind of one of the last few routes for the season. And yeah, once again, she's not gonna be here too much, and pretty much Delta Airlines will take over this gate Alpha 11 once again. And Gate Alpha 12 is also empty as well. So that is it for all the planes that are currently in the terminal. Now I got a couple of taxiing planes, so why don't we get into those? So we're gonna get started with the planes that are gonna be taxiing, or we'll start off the plane that's currently landed on the runway. So with that being said, let's transition into our first aircraft that's on the runway. Touching down on the runway is this United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. I labeled it as 200, but it might be a 200ER, but let's just say it's a 200 as labeled on my route sheet. Anyways, she had just arrived from Chicago O'Hare International Airport, KORD, and she arrived here in Roseville at 10:55 a.m. So as previously mentioned on the 753, this is another aircraft that's being used for the O'Hare route. But I'll say it'll be cool if I ended up getting the A321neo, the 757, and a 777 for that O'Hare route. So kind of close, but yeah, the A321neo will be coming into this like airport update soon. I mean, I currently don't have it right now with me, but maybe in the future airport update, maybe October's airport update, but we'll see. But I'm planning on trying to get all the aircraft used for that O'Hare route in one airport update. But anyways, once again, we do have this 777 arriving from O'Hare. And currently taxiing on the taxiway, we do have this Delta Air Canada Express Bavarian ACRJ 900, and this aircraft is going to be heading out to Vancouver International Airport, and yeah, she departed out of Roseville at 9:03 a.m. So yeah, once again, as previously mentioned, okay, I'm kind of mentioning about that 777 again, sorry. But the Vancouver route is a strong route for Air Canada here in Roseville, all alongside Sacramento as well. And yeah, really cool to feature this aircraft once again. And yeah, been featuring this route a lot. And yeah, once again, they're still double daily today. They have one flight in the morning and the other flight in the afternoon. But yeah, really cool to feature this model from Gemini Jets. And yeah, I think they did a great job on this model right here. We do have a very interesting Delta Airlines widebody, and I have not featured this aircraft in a long time. But right here, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300ER. And she had just arrived from, well, yeah, it's not really arrived, but she's going to be making the flight out to New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport, KJFK, and she departed out of Roseville at 9:15 p.m. So really cool to see the Delta 767 return to KRVL. Again, this is like one of the winter routes that this aircraft is going to be used for the winter routes. They would sometimes use the 752, but I think it's during like those high passenger demands. I think you'll see the 767 more on the weekends, but during like the weekdays, it'll be like mostly the 757s. But really cool to see the 767 here. I did also find this route at Flight Radar while I was looking at the route for SFO, and this showed up, so I decided to feature this aircraft in this month's airport update. So really cool to see this beauty right here. And our final aircraft for this month's airport update is a rather peculiar visitor. Right here, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. And she's going to be remaining here overnight, but she arrived from a certain Southwest airport, like an airport where Southwest flies, after like coming in from like a school charter. So this is more of like a field trip charter. So yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do, like where they're going to like take these students, but I'm assuming it's like a science fair or something, like a science field trip almost. But really cool to have this model or feature this model in this airport update, as these liveries will soon be gone next month. So as you may already know, there's two more Southwest Canyon Blue liveries with like the blended winglets on the 737-700s. I was lucky enough to catch all two of them, and I think it was 7860 Whiskey and 19er Papa. I couldn't like think of the other two after the November registrations, but it's those two planes that remain in the Canyon Blue livery, and those are set to be retired by next month. But yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but I was lucky enough to see all the two remaining Canyon Blue liveries at SMF while I was working. Like literally all two planes in just one airport. And yeah, really lucky catch right there. Really rare, honestly, to see all these two Canyon Blue planes in this like one airport setting, but it's a shot I'll never forget. So really glad to see that in full person. So once again, this Southwest Canyon Blue livery had just arrived from a certain Southwest hub after dropping off some field trip students from a high school, or like a high school, it maybe might be a high school field trip, I'm not really quite sure. And yeah, the Spirit livery, they call it the Spirit livery, but many people call it the Canyon Blue livery, but it's a well-recognized livery in the aviation industry. And yeah, this livery will be dearly missed, and yeah, really sad that these liveries are going to be going away, but at least we have models of them to really represent this beautiful, not really special, I'm not talking about the Canyon Blue Retro on the Max, but this beautiful livery from Southwest Airlines during the early 21st century. So yeah, that's it for this month's airport updates. Overall, I got a couple things to say about this month's airport update for September, or just September in general. So I want to talk to you guys right now about that. So September honestly was a better month in terms of like uploading videos. I think I managed to upload more compared to July and August. I think I'm starting to settle down, but once again, I have work and flight lessons, but yeah, and like just all studying I need to do, and like to get my all the things I need to get to become to get my dream job, of course. But I don't really want to waste further time and make these videos for you guys, because I know you guys have enjoyed my videos, so I appreciate you guys liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. And yeah, just overall, I really love making these videos, these airport updates. Began making KRVL airport updates back in like 2022, and look where we are now. Hopefully I can expand this airport. Of course, I have a concourse that needs to be completed. I don't know why that's delayed, but yeah, a lot of extra things, like outside things in terms of like making videos, really makes really prompted this delay. But yeah, but on that, like hopefully I can try to get the concourse B all started. But yeah, hope that's like in a future hold. But yeah, another thing to talk about September is like just how much I did during this September this year. The SFO show, which was on the 21st September, I was able to attend that and get a couple of models. You're gonna see a future video and upcoming like videos that from that collectible show. And yeah, it was my first one-day show, and overall, I really love the atmosphere of a one-day show. While not as big as Airliners International, I'll go to Airliners International after this, but it's just a one-day show. It's just like one day, and it lasts through these times. And yeah, not much big of an atmosphere, but it's a decent amount of people for a collectible show for just one day. But really glad to be able to like attend that show in the first place. My favorite airport next to, of course, KSFO. So yeah, you should expect those videos. Now in terms of my Airliners International videos, yeah, I kind of like put my Airliners International videos on hold. I do want to make another video by next, or like upload a video by next month. Hopefully that comes true, but yet again, like a lot of work, I'll say, and like I need to find a time where I can like record videos, mostly during the weekends and Fridays. But other than that, hopefully I can get more videos out before the end of the year as we head to 2025. But other than that, still gotta make more of these airport updates for you guys, and you guys really enjoy them. So that's September down. Now we're gonna focus on October for next month, and let's see what this airport has to offer for the months of October and leading to like the last few months of 2024 and beginning 2025 strong with this KRVL airport update for January 2025, which it's a long way there, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can really say. But on that, really glad to feature this month's airport update, and yeah, really glad to make this video for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And let's just take a look at these two airplanes right there. I'm gonna end this video with these two planes right there. Delta 767 and this Air Canada CRJ900. We're glad to feature the Delta 767 again in my KRVL airport updates. So yeah, really nice. And if you want to see more of my Roseville International Airport updates, then you can click on that playlist, and it shows you all the videos I made, all the airport updates I made from the beginning of this airport update to now, which is the recent airport update. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.